one-on-ones, employees with their managers. We've just recently been talking about this with Marcus Buckingham. It's just such a great way to help folks maybe feel purpose in their organization, feel a sense of belonging. In that conversation, it was about creating loving experiences, loving what you do. But I want to get your take because let's say that as an L&D community that we're recommending this as a best practice and L&D is supporting middle managers to have these one-on-ones. What's your point perspective? What's a action or something to think about? But I want both takes for the manager and the individual, the employee, when they show up in these meetings, when they have these one-on-ones. Maybe it's weekly, maybe it's biweekly. What would your recommendation?
That's a critical question, I think, because there's something happening right now in organizations and workforces that I see, and I hear it from people, I hear it from friends and people in our neighborhood. I know that it's there in my organizations I work in as well. Let's start with the individual contributor. At the individual contributor level, there's a new and urgent sense of how do I fit into this organization in this role in a world that's changing faster than it has in my career, at least. And that creates underlying anxiety and uncertainty about what's going on. But yet it's rare that we call that out and talk about it, even in some of the most progressive and innovative cultures and organizations that I've spent time with. So I think at an individual level, all of us are kind of wanting to know, okay, if there's a big realignment taking place, how do I fit into that? How do I make a difference? And how might I need to reorient what I do and how I do it and the way we all can continue to build together in the future and do more of this. At the individual level, if your manager is not asking those questions, I think you're better off bringing it up yourself in your next one-on-one meeting, in your next review, instead of keeping it under the radar and it's something that people don't talk about, because that's the scenario in which you're going to wake up one day and you're going to be in the group of jobs that were eliminated, right? From the manager level, they're individuals too, and they're probably thinking and wondering about the same thing. So if they can take ownership to say, I'm going to be the one that just has these conversations, even if I don't have kind of structure or approval from up above in the organization, to say, okay, things are changing quickly. Let's sit down, because it's not going to hurt to sit down and say, what's the point of these activities and what you're doing each day and who it's serving right now? If things are working in the right direction already, that's going to be a very motivating conversation that gives some recognition, and it helps people to see that feedback loop of knowing that what they're doing in a day actually makes a difference and it helps and serves a customer. It's a double win there to have the conversation anyhow. I would say asking that question in your next one-on-one, if you're a manager, it's pretty good blindness prevention to prevent blind spots and things that could really come undercut the manager and the employee eventually. If we're not all saying, how can we acknowledge what's going on, talk about it, ask the big why questions, and then build our new jobs for the next 3 to 5 years around bigger and better and more proactive answers to those why questions, so that the executive team of the organization doesn't just forget we exist and move on a few years from now. I'm glad you brought that up, because I think really having what's the point of what we're doing each day and how can we change that, realign it, do more of it, that's a good way to set a work team and a manager-employee relationship up for pretty good success and trajectory over the next 12 to 18 months. But you've got to be asking those questions, and not just once. I would say you need to be doing that. I don't know if it's every week, every month. Build that into your regular routine, because the answer to that question of what's the point is going to continue to change at least every month. Right now, it changes every month for me.
It helps you stay adaptive, nimble in high pressure situations. If you feel like you're coasting by, maybe it helps you start to get reflective and proactive if you're not already asking those kind of questions to start incorporating it.
Yeah, and if you fall back into the monotony and kind of the sleepwalking, the more you do that, the more vulnerable you are from a job standpoint.